ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's session of Ratnamala. So today we will discuss a beautiful shloka from the Mukunda-mālā Stotra that has a very simple and sweet meaning. So this is written by Kulashekar Alvar. So let's recite this. Little longer shloka, but I think we can manage. नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिके चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति। यं किंचित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्। नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिके चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति। यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्। So are you ready to recite? First line, Sai Mohan Prabhu. नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिके चेतसा।
नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिके चेतसा। नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिके चेतसा। नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिके चेतसा।
इन्हा से हल मत से सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति।
सेवये सेवस्य पदाशय दातरि पारे नारायणे तिष्ठति। सेवये सेवस्य पादाशय दातरि पारे नारायणे तिष्ठति।
Thank you. Then Shambhavi. यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमम् आलब्धम्।
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्।
ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् Again, full line. यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषोत्तमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्।
Okay, thank you. Then Madhavan's सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्।
सेवाये
मृगये महे नरमहो मूढवरका वयम्
सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्
सेवाय मृगये महे नरमहो मूढवरका वयम्.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Divya Krishna. Full shloka. Nathena. Are you there? Then Hasini.
Yes, Prabhuji. नाथेन
Yes.
पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्यै स्वस्य पदस्य दातरिपरे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपय ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेव्यै यां गयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्.
Very good. Hasini.
Prabhu, you can tell after that I can repeat.
नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा
नातेन पुरुषोत्तमेति जगता एकाधिपि चेतसा
देव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरिपरे नारायणे तिष्ठति
देवे स्वस्तपदस्य दातरिपरे नारायणे तिष्ठति
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं गतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्
सेव्याये मृगयामहे रमहो मूढावरका वयम्. हरे कृष्ण, थैंक यू.
कृष्ण प्रिया हरि प्रिया
नादेन पुरुषोत्तमेति जगतामेकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरिपरे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवाये मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी, दंडवत प्रणामम. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Yes, Vaishnavi.
Prabhuji, I want to repeat.
Okay. नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा
नाथेन पुरुषात् Prabhuji, can you repeat?
नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम्
नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम्
एकाधिपे चेतसा
एकाधिपे चेतसा
सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरिपरे
सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरिपरे
नारायणे तिष्ठति
नारायणे तिष्ठति
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधम कतिपया
ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो
सेवाये मृगयाहे नर अहो मुधा
मूढावराका वयम्
मूढावराकायम्.
Okay, thank you. Karthik and Kamakshi.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभुजी. नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरिपरे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायं मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Very good. Chinmayi.
नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम्
एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Yes, Shiva, one more.
दंडवत प्रणाम। नातेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेवे स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पातकम् सेवायै
मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढा.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
Thank you. So we will discuss the meaning of this shloka. Little long shloka, but it has a very sweet meaning. Nathenaha purushottame trijagatam ekadhipe chetasa. Nathenaha, here our Lord. Natha is Lord, that is clear, master. So naha means we. So you are our master, O Lord Krishna. Purushottame, Purusha means a person, Uttama means best person, right? So you are the best of all living beings. You are Purushottama, right? The supreme person. Trijagatam eka adhipi. Trijagatam means three worlds. What are the three worlds? Lower planets, upper planets, middle planets. So all these planets in this world are divided into these three parts: lower, upper, middle. So there are three worlds. So Purushottame Trijagatam Ekadhipe. Ekadhipe means you are one and only master and proprietor. Adhipa means the boss. Okay, you are the boss of the three worlds. So meaning of first line is clear. Nathenaha Purushottame Trijagatam Ekadhipe. Nathena means you are our master. Purushottama means you are the best personality of Godhead. Trijagatam Ekadhipe means you are one and only master of all the three worlds. Next, Chetasa Sevye. Chetasa means within our mind, within our meditation. Sevye means you render service. So sometimes devotees render service to the Lord physically with patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. They offer various worshipable paraphernalia to the Lord. Okay, so that is one type of service. But some people who may not be able to afford that will serve the Lord within his mind, within their minds, right? Within their mind only they will offer very costly jewelry. Okay, within their minds they would offer chapan bhog. Okay, within their mind also there is some puja going on. That is called manasa puja. So meditation. Chetasa sevye means even if someone serves the Lord within the mind also, swasya padasya datari. Data means a charitable person. So the Lord donates, the Lord offers in charity what? Swasya padasya means his own position in the spiritual world. Means the Lord is staying in Vaikuntha, and if you serve the Lord of Vaikuntha, even within your mind, he will take you to Vaikuntha. Clear? So if you render service to the Lord, you will go to Vaikuntha or Goloka, whatever. And even if you serve the Lord in meditation, within your imagination also, the Lord can donate, Lord can offer you his own pada, his own personal domain. So Narayane Tishtati. So let that Supreme Lord Narayana manifest in front of us. So this is a glorification of Lord Narayana. Now third line. Although the Lord can give his personal domain or personal abode to people who serve him even in meditation, there are some foolish people who do not serve the Lord. They serve somebody else. Okay, that's what is said in the second half of the shloka. Yam kanchit purushadhamam katipaya grameshamalparthadam. So there are some people who serve purushadhamam. Here the Lord is Purushottama. Purushottama means the best of all people. Purushadhama means the worst of all people, right? So means very lowly people. But there are some people who do not serve the Lord, but they serve Purushadhamas. They serve some lowly people. Who are they? Katipaya Gramesham Alparthadam. Gramesham means they are some lords of villages. Grama means village. Isha means the controller, the master, or the tahsildar, or the talati, whatever you may say, jamindar. So within some small villages also there are some bosses, right? There are some village heads. So you are the head of all the three worlds, and you give your Vaikuntha by service to you even in meditation. And we are so lowly that we serve Purushadhamas, not Purushottamas. And these people are not the lords of the three worlds. They are the masters of just one small village, okay, for some salary. So they go to some landlord and they ask for some job, and the landlord will give salary of 2,000 rupees at the end of the month with radius by cutting some money also. So like that, we are so foolish that we beg for the service of some minor lords of some villages. Sevayai mrigayamahe naramaho mudhavaraka vayam. Sevayai, we are rendering service to such people. Mrigayamahe, we are searching for service, right? We are aspiring for some jobs in this material world for our livelihood. Of course, we may have to do that as a matter of necessity, responsibility while living in this world. But understand, the boss who is giving us salary is not the supreme boss. The supreme boss is Krishna, who gives us the final salary of Krishna Prema, and who gives us the final accommodation in his spiritual abode, Vaikuntha, Goloka. Okay, even if we serve him in meditation. So now, if you go to a local boss of the company, and say, I am serving you, but in my meditation. I am doing all the coding, computer work in my meditation. Or I am doing all the physical service, the construction, making a building within my meditation. Will they give you salary? Nobody will give a salary, even if you serve them in meditation. I am always thinking of your service. Yeah, what's coming out? What is physically being manifested? That's what they see. But the Lord is not like that. Even if you serve him in meditation also, if you think of him with love also, the Lord will give the best results, the final results. So, mudhavaraka, we are very foolish wretches that we are serving some local bosses for some meager amount of money or some privileges. So now you see, there is a statement by Srila Prabhupada in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. He says that the Lord is not an insecure master. Any master in this material world, any boss, any employer, whoever, they will give some salary to their subordinates. They may even show some love and affection also, but no boss would like to share similar kind of facilities with their subordinates. Have you ever seen the CEO and the peon of a big company having the same facilities, traveling in the same cars, sitting in the same cabins? So the peon or some watchman is sitting on a small wooden stool outside the cabin, and here inside an AC cabin he's sitting in a big seat with a big big table in front, so many other chairs and other furniture for people to come and talk to him. So definitely the boss will enjoy more facilities, the subordinates will enjoy lesser facilities in the material world. But in the spiritual world, it's not like that. The Lord is willing to give the same amount of opulences that he has to his devotees. The Lord is very much willing to give even his form to his devotees. That is called Sarupya Mukti. The Lord will give his same residence to his devotees. That is called Salokya Mukti. The Lord will allow the devotee also to just right to be next to him. That is Samipya Mukti. And the Lord will share his similar opulences to his devotees. That is called Sarishti Mukti. And if you go to Goloka, the Lord will give more enjoyment to his devotees than he takes for himself. That's even one step ahead, right? In Vaikuntha, you see all Vishnu Dutas having similar forms as the Lord. The Lord will share equal amount of enjoyment with all these people. But in Vaikuntha, everybody is in the mood of a servant of the Lord, although they are enjoying same facilities. But if you go to Goloka, the Lord will give more enjoyment to his devotees than he takes for himself. The Lord will make them equal to him. Sakhya rasa is there. The Lord will make them greater than him. Vatsalya rasa is there. Okay, the Lord will allow them to control him. Radharani and all the gopis control the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Okay, and in fact, the Lord who receives services from his devotees will take less enjoyment. The devotees who are serving him will get more enjoyment. Okay, you see, Srimati Radharani is rendering service to Krishna, and Krishna is wondering, she is serving me and I am supposed to be enjoying, and she is doing all hard work to serve me, but her happiness is 10 million times more than my happiness. So I want her happiness, I want her happiness. So what does the Lord do? The Lord will take her emotion and her complexion, and he becomes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He takes a golden complexion and he adopts the mood of a devotee of the Lord. So as Lord he is not enjoying sufficiently, as devotee he is enjoying more than the Lord. Okay, so the Lord is not an insecure master who gives less privileges to his devotees and enjoys more facilities for himself. The Lord is so benevolent that he gives more enjoyment to his devotees than he takes for himself. Sometimes he wonders, why my devotees are much happier than me? So then he thinks that my devotees are happier than me because they are attached to my lotus feet. So if I want to experience the nectar that they are experiencing by serving my lotus feet, I should taste my own lotus feet. Then the Lord becomes Vatapatra Shai. He takes the form of a small baby, infant baby, and he sleeps on this leaf, banyan leaf, and he sucks his own toe, just to experience the pleasure that his devotees are experiencing while serving those lotus feet. So in this way, the Lord becomes curious to understand the higher pleasure of being a devotee than being the Lord. So that is the Supreme Lord. Even if you serve him in meditation. Okay, I'll tell you one story. So here in the shloka it is very clearly said that Nathe naha purushottame trijagatam ekadhipe chetasa. Although that Lord Purushottama is the supreme boss of all the three worlds, and if you serve him in chetasa, within your mind, swasya padasya dataripare, he offers his own pada, his own spiritual realm to such devotees, even in meditation, even if you serve him in meditation. So there is one Brahmana, a simple Brahmana, is very poor. He is definitely a very sincere devotee, but he doesn't have sufficient facilities to serve the Lord. He cannot offer costly and expensive gifts to the Lord. He cannot offer great bhoga to the Lord. He cannot offer jewelry and whatever. He is very poor that he cannot afford to serve the Lord nicely. Right? But he has one very good habit. Whenever Bhagavad Kathas are happening, whenever somebody is speaking Bhagavatam, he will go sit and hear. Okay, so like there is no restrictions in hearing, so he would just go sit there and then happily hear all the pastimes of the Lord. He develops so much love for the Lord, but he is unable to serve the Lord because he has no facilities. He is very poor. So one day in a Bhagavatam class, this Brahmana heard that if you cannot serve the Lord physically, you can serve the Lord mentally. If you cannot afford to offer very expensive items in the Lord's service, you can meditate, you can imagine that you are offering all those items to the Lord. Even by that also you can attain the Lord. So someone said this, something similar to this current shloka that we are discussing now. And then this Brahmana had a great idea. Okay, I cannot personally serve the Lord, so let me serve him in meditation. So early morning he will get up, take his bath, sit on the bank of a river. Okay, this Brahmana is from Pratishtanapur. So he would sit on the bank of a river and he would meditate. In his meditation, he will go to Ganga, he will go to Yamuna, he will go to Godavari, he will go to Narmada, he will go to Kaveri, he will go to all the rivers. Okay, personally by walk, and he will bring water in nice spots from all these holy rivers in meditation only. So he's physically going to all the rivers and getting water in his meditation. Okay, so he would bring all that auspicious holy waters at one place, and he would make a very beautiful, nice deity of Narayana, and he would bathe the deity with this water that he just brought, and within his meditation. And he would dress the deity with very, very expensive clothes, and he would offer very costly jewelry, shining jewelry with diamonds and gold, and he would also do abhishek to the deities, and he would offer opulent bhoga to the deities, and he would offer aarti and do all kinds of worship within his meditation. It's like that he was doing for a long time, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 7 for a long time he is just offering this worship to the Lord in meditation. So one day in his meditation he wanted to offer some sweet rice to the Lord, right? So he started cooking sweet rice. So he made sweet rice with proper recipe, and the sweet rice has to be offered to the Lord when it is cool, not when it's very hot. So then he kept it for cooling. After some time he wanted to touch the sweet rice to check whether it is sufficiently cool so that Lord can eat it. So he just touched the sweet rice and immediately his hand got burnt, because the sweet rice is still hot. It is not, it did not become cool. So he was very pained. So as soon as he touched the sweet rice, his hand got burnt and his meditation broke. He came out of his meditation. He opened his eyes and he saw his hand is really burnt. Now he cooked sweet rice within his meditation, right? And he touched the sweet rice within his meditation, but the hand got burnt physically, really. And he was totally surprised what happened. That his meditation broke and his service broke, and he was feeling disappointed. Okay, again within my meditation I have to serve the Lord. So now this Brahmana's simple services that he is offering within his meditation actually pleased Lord Narayana in Vaikuntha. So as soon as his hand got burnt, really, not in meditation, Lord Vishnu started laughing in the spiritual world. So he started laughing, and Mother Lakshmi was right in front of Lord Vishnu. She said, "Hey, why are you laughing? I didn't crack any joke. I didn't do any comedy. Why are you laughing?" So then Lord Vishnu said, "Yeah, I'll tell you the reason. I'll tell you the reason very soon. Just wait." Then Vishnu called some Vishnu Parshadas, some Vishnu Dutas he called. "Okay, come here, go to Pratishtanpur, get that Brahmana here, take my airplane, take Vaikuntha airplane." So then these Vishnu Parshadas, the Vishnu Dutas, took a Vaikuntha airplane, they came to Pratishtanpur, and this Brahmana is there, his hand is burnt, he's just blowing on the finger. So then the Vishnu Dutas came and said, "Hey, come, the Lord is calling you." "Who are you?" "We are Vishnu Dutas." "What is this?" "This is Viman, Vaikuntha Viman." "Who is calling me?" "Lord Narayana is calling you." "Are you sure?" "Yeah, of course, please come." So they all boarded the boat, and this Brahmana was totally shocked. He didn't know what to do. He just boarded, and it seems reliable. These people are bona fide people. Nobody is doing any magic. And by the way, this is not imagination. So far, whatever service that the Brahmana has offered is imagination, is only his meditation. But Vaikuntha airplane is not an imagination. He really came. And the Vaikuntha airplane really came, and he really boarded it. And within few moments, the airplane went from Pratishtanpur all the way to Vaikuntha, landed right in front of the Lord. Okay, they don't need runways and gates to be free. It just landed in front of the Lord. Brahmana just got up. He was bewildered. He was just looking in all directions. And Lakshmi and Narayana were there. Vishnu Dutas were there. He was surprised. Then Narayana started narrating the whole story. Whatever I spoke to you till now, all that Narayana spoke to Mother Lakshmi. Okay, and he said, "See, this Brahmana served me sweet rice, wanted to serve me sweet rice in his meditation. And he wanted to check whether the sweet rice is cool enough to offer me or not, and his hand got burnt. That's why I was laughing." And Lakshmi also smiled. And Brahmana also smiled with great happiness. So the Lord said, "Okay, stay here only. You don't have to offer any more service in meditation. You can directly offer service to me, and you will not be tormented by any poverty. So you can stay here. Anything that you want will be arranged for you for my service." So he really went to Vaikuntha and he became an associate of the Lord just by his service to the Lord, even within meditation. If the Lord can give Vaikuntha, his own personal abode, to a devotee who serves him in his imagination, just imagine how much the Lord can offer to a person who serves him really with love, with affection, right? So, not that everyone has to serve the Lord only in meditation. If you can afford to serve the Lord in some way, you can please do that. Okay, you can serve the Lord to the best of your ability. If you can afford diamonds, if you can afford jewelry, you can please do that. If you can write poetry, you can write poetry and please the Lord. Okay, you don't have to just speak in simple words, right? You use the best of your ability to render service to the Lord, and if you can't, at least do that in meditation. So the Lord sees the heart, the devotion, the love and affection that the devotee has within his heart more than the expensive items that we offer him. That's what Krishna said. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti pahritam ashnami prayatatmanah. So what is needed in our service to the Lord is selflessness and love. So tadaham bhakti upahritam, upahar means gift. When you offer a gift to Krishna, you don't expect anything in return, isn't it? When you give a birthday gift to your friend, you will not expect that he also should give me some gift. Okay, so that is called selflessness. Similarly, when you render service to the Lord, don't expect anything. Don't have any selfish expectations. Even if you don't expect, the Lord will give. How much the Lord can give? He can give you Vaikuntha also. He can give his own form also. He can give all his opulences. So if you serve the Lord without any expectations, the Lord will reciprocate with you beyond your expectations. But if you serve the Lord with some material expectations, Lord may fulfill them also by keeping you in the material world only. Right? So you serve the Lord will reciprocate with your service beyond your expectations. This simple Brahmana never expected that he will go to Vaikuntha. Suddenly Vaikuntha airplane came, landed in front of him. So this is the power of Krishna's service. Okay. So thank you very much. Shri Mukundamala Stotra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any more recitations? Who hasn't recited? Divi Gauranga Mataji. नाथे नः पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Nathe na purushottame trijagatam ekadipe chetasa सेवे स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्. Thank you Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hari.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Nate na purushottame trijagatam ekadipe chetasa sevye swasya padasya datari pare narayane tishtati yam kanchit purushadamam katipaya gramesham alpartadam sevayai mrigaye यामहे नरमहो मूढावरका वयम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Shubha Prasanna Prabhu.
Yes. नाथे ना पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमां कतिपया ग्रामेशम् अल्पार्थदाम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावारका वयम्. दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु.
Kasturi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी. नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगतम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य धातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषार्थमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्धधम् सेव्यायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्.
Thank you. Then Ranendra Prabhu.
नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगतम् एकाधिपे चेतसा स्वेभ्ये स्वस्य पद्यस्य दातारि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषत्थं कतिपाय ग्रामेशम् अल्पार्थदम् सेवाय मृगमहे नारं महो मूढवारका वयम्. थैंक यू प्रभुजी. हरे कृष्ण.
Naimisha.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranama. I would like to repeat after you, Prabhuji.
Okay. नाथेनः पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा
नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा
सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति
सेव्ये स्वस्य पादस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
यं किञ्चित् पुरुषोत्तमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्.
सेवया मृगमहे नरमहो मूढावरका वयम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Thank you. Then anyone else? Rajeshwari Kripa Mataji.
नाथेनाह पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगते एकान्निपे चेतसा सेवे स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं काञ्चित् पुरुषोत्तमं कतिपये ग्रामे समम् अल्पार्थदम् सेव्यै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावरकं वरम्. दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभुजी.
Satyabhama Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, दंडवत प्रणाम. नाधेना पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कटिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, धन्यवाद.
Any more? There are many new names. Vidya Rendka Mataji.
कृष्ण प्रभुजी. नाथेनः पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगतम् एकादपि चेतसा सर्वे स्वस्य पादस्य दातृ परे नारायणी तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशम् अल्पार्थदं सेवया मृग यामहि नरम् अहो मुदा वाराकावायम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी.
Hare Krishna. Then Chinmayi.
पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा
Not clear. Okay. Asani.
Yes, Prabhuji. Natena पुरुषोत्तमेति जगता एकाधिपि चेतसा सेवे स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं गतिपया ग्रामेश अल्पार्थदम् सेव्याये मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु. थैंक यू.
Thank you. Karthik Kamakshi.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषादमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदं सेवाये मृगयामहे नरमो मूढावराका वयं। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Yes,
नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे जगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्यैषस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदं सेव्यया मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम्। Thank you, Roji.
thank you. You can practice at home. I have another class now. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.